So the next thing we're going to play with is a little bit different. It lets you make games, and there is coding involved, but it's kind of the I guess the opposite of working with like Swift or JavaScript in that it does a lot of it for you. So you can create something pretty advanced, really. I mean, for a game on today's standards, yeah, maybe not. But all the programming behind it, there's a lot of programming that you don't see that it does for you, which is, I mean, good and bad. It's great to know how to do it, but you don't always want to spend the hours and the days and the weeks getting it all done just for something simple. So the application that I'm talking about is Stencyl, and that's just stencil.com with a Y for the last vowel. So this is what you should see. We're currently on version 3.3.2. They do update fairly frequently, but it's not like obnoxiously frequent. Like it's not like every single day or every single time that you open it, there's not a new version. So it's I think it's fairly nicely balanced in how much they update it. You have pricing here, uh, good and bad. So good, there's a free version. Well, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, $99 a year to actually be able to publish your games, that's not too bad. If you want to be able to publish to mobile, then you're looking at an extra 100. But even if you don't pay at all, you can at least publish as a flash file, which will let someone play it and run it without you having to send them all the system files, without you having to send them the actual project file. So that's pretty cool. If you are looking at doing some game design, learning some game design, and you want to start putting together your portfolio, you could start having some files in there that people could actually try out without having to pay money. So that's pretty impressive. Of course, if you want to do something even more impressive, like an actual mobile app, then you're gonna have to pay out a little bit of money. But that's very reasonable, actually. And there's some more information about this. But anyways, you can check that out. Uh, my goal isn't to sell you anything; it's just so you're aware. So download, choose whatever system is appropriate for what you're using. This requires Mavericks if you need an older build because maybe your system isn't very recent. You can get older builds here. It may or may not work with what I'm showing because there are some slight differences here and there. All right, so this doesn't take real long, but just so you don't have to wait, I've actually already downloaded it. And so we have Stencyl here. Yours might not have all of these folders. If not, it'll create what it needs as it's launching, as it's getting ready. This should be the very first thing that you see. You don't have to create an account. If you want one, it allows you to get access to some of the different resources that some of the people might be creating, might be sharing in the forums, stuff like that. But you don't need one. That's up to you. And of course, you can always say remind me later, and then it will bother you later about it. I'm just going to X out for now, and here we go. So I forgot to mention, what we're working on actually is not brand new by me. If we click under help, it's this crash course here. So there's some different things that you can use here, including some guides and some other people's videos. Of course, the content is only as relevant as when it was created. So if you're looking at a video from 2 years ago, you're going to run into some slight differences. So we're just going to use the crash courses here. There's two crash courses. There's this first one. There's the second one. The first one is a simple platformer. It says 30 minutes. I think it takes longer than that. But, maybe if you know exactly what you're doing and you're not having to have any guidance, then maybe 30 minutes. But you're able to have a pretty nice little product without taking that much time. Space Invaders is a bit more intense, and if you're not careful, there are some things that will throw you for a loop with it. And there's some more stuff in here. Yeah, you can see Space Invaders is quite a bit longer. But, when you're done with the first one, if you want to come over here, you can try it out.